Welcome on my quest to reach every single black border. Today we're tackling one of the hardest maps out there on intermediate difficulty. Bloonarius Prime! Single ninja monkey start against all of the common sense because that always works, and especially in that position. So recently I made a video on shoots, and here's the kicker. Well, that's a strong start for what I'm about to say. In that video I mentioned that I've already completed most of the intermediate maps and recorded them, but the footage is outdated. At this point it's 2 patch out of date, so yeah, no point in showing that. Instead, here's the video on a current patch. With that being said, I claim in Shoots video that if I were to redo a map I've already completed, I'd probably first try it. So here we are. Sniper on strong, then maybe sniper and dart, single sub, buccaneer out, Etienne's ready and restart, din, bam bam bam, don, bam bam bam. Upgrade that, bam bam bam. Wizard try, Anna life and cry. Wah, wah, wah. Druid by defeat time, na da da. God damn it! Why? Alright brothers, after 20 minutes of strategically orchestrated, totally deliberate defeats, each one a carefully calibrated experiment designed to feed my brain the requisite knowledge that allows me to crack the code. Pink and white camo balloons, mere stepping stone in this grand endeavor. And now, having ascended to the apex of tactical brilliance, I present to you the optimal strategy. We start with a dart near the entrance and a sniper at the bottom to cover most of both lanes. The sniper is set to strong, but we need to be ready for micromanagement. Switching to first will be necessary now and then. On round 7 our focus should be on blue balloons as long as possible. When red starts to get too close to the exit, switch to the first, and if you're a sniper yourself, set your targeting into that subscribe button and help me reach 1000 milestone. With a bit of practice we can get kind of the rhythm for it. This micromanagement continues on the following round, so be ready to slow down your game here and there. Leaving the sniper on first lets strong balloons slip through, but staying on strong means weaker balloons will overwhelm us. A bit back and forth will be necessary. My next buy is Druid, near the entrance. This position is the only one where non-global towers can hit both lanes. Let's ignore that bottom spot here, okay? Following that we add Buccaneer on the right side. It will help us to survive, and this positioning complements our upgrades later on. Speaking of right side, balloons will favor the right lane on the rounds that are prime numbers, hence the map's name. Oh, what are the prime numbers? No worries, I didn't know as well. I kinda knew that I learned that in the school, but like with 90% of that shit I forgot about it. So what are they? These are the numbers that can be only divided by 1 and themselves. Outside of few notable rounds, the primes doesn't matter too much early on. For example, round 11 gets us 3 yellows, but both handles those just fine. A quick reminder again, Snlper Micro is critical early on, so be ready to slow things down if you need to. Next we save up for Etienne and place him as close to the entrance as possible, while also covering a little bit of that track near the corner. Until we get our towers more globally capable, we'll need to rely on this kind of coverage. However, by this point we're starting to get outclassed by the balloons, so here's how we're gonna keep up. 0-1-0 Druid for spam, 1-0-0 sniper for single target, hard turns for even stronger Druid, and pivot back to the right side and get grape shot on the buccaneer. On round 22 we use Etienne first ability to stabilize. I was a little bit late with it, but it still worked out just fine. And for the major game changer, we save up for 1 trio Druid, which will secure our position, and Snlper Micro is no longer necessary, so thanks God for that. Next we follow up with 2-1-0 boat, which will lock down the right side. For now. A big danger round. 37. Camoites are coming, and this is where timing abilities becomes key. And great! One red balloon comes through. I think 1! Alright, this is what we do, and sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and we deal with that just fine. Closing in on round 40, as you can see I saved up quite a lot of money because I wasn't sure how much I'm gonna have, and unfortunately I don't have as much as I want, which what I want is top path boat. It is too expensive for now. Instead we're gonna go for top path sniper, and combine with Etienne first ability, which you have to use on 40, will finish up MOAB and give us a beautiful closing into the early game. Now, this opening is definitely not a recommendation. A couple of close calls and a bit of micromanagement made it dicey. So let's have a little bit of chat about our brilliant strategy. As you can see, towers are all over the place, which essentially means that village is not an option. So Etienne's camo direction is great. Let's talk about the first core tower of my choice, boat. It has already served the purpose of dealing with the right lane, but why spend a lot of money on a tower that will cover a small portion of the game? Not super smart if you ask me. Therefore, the boat is my choice. And to be more precise, its ability to go global and the top buff with Grape Shot, making it an excellent all-rounder. But hold on, one might think, even with camo and being global, the boat will not be of great help when it comes down to DDDs. Enter my next core team member, Middle Path Wizard Monkey. DDDs are quite complex, but one thing that requires little help is fire damage. If you can manage to see camo, it will work just fine. Right here, Wall of Fire can cover both tracks and on its own is a really good weapon against spam rounds especially, with the boat covering whatever might slip through. I upgrade only the middle path because this is when majority of the benefits come from. The wall is where we want it to be, while camo detection is gained from Etienne. The first tier 5 is both, arriving just in time for round 63. Let's have a look, it's exactly what we needed. We easily pop them like yellow pimple full of juice on that sweet monkey ass. Wait, what? Anyway, next up on the cooking table is Middle Path Wizard for the Panic Button ability. At this point, the 70s are coming and a bunch of ceramics rounds, and having the ability in case we misjudge our chances is great. But not only that, it makes the base fire Wizard Monkey much stronger by firing 2 additional fireball projectiles, and the burning over time effect increases from 1 damage to 2. So, let's talk about my last core team member, Top Path Sniper. Here's the difficulty that the game imposes on us, with DDDs in particular. Number 1. Your ability to hit them. There are plenty of immunities and conditional damage around them, but the top buff sniper with camo detection works around it. Number 2. Your ability to actually destroy them. Progressively with each round from their first appearance, they get stronger and stronger. We'll stun some of them near the entrance, allowing the Wizard Monkey to do even more damage, effectively min-maxing it a little bit. This is all great, but it's not the only reason to get that. One last piece of the puzzle in this game is our ability to deal with Purple Friend. Moab Cripple applies a debuff that increases damage taken from all other sources by 5. With that debuff in play, our multi-projectile fast-shooting towers hit harder than ever, synergizing beautifully with that little sprinkle of what actually? Of intelligence? Of damage? Of I don't know. But it feels correctly to add a little sprinkle of whatever. Anyway. I use my level 1 ability preemptively for the second round of ceramics on round 78. Don't worry about the timing. If we mess this up, we've still got 2 more abilities up our sleeves. Round 85. I'm saving for tier 5 wizard, and these can be a little bit tricky. 2 ZOMG, so I use Etienne level 1 ability to help out a bit. Then on round 87, have a listen to what happened live. And I have Lizard Vord Phoenix. Okay, there we go. This is another name for my Wizard Monkey. So yeah, now we have a name candidate for Wizard Monkey. Honestly, I find that one quite funny, so it stays. Round 89. Round 89 caught me off guard, and I had to use the Wizard ability, which I wasn't too happy about, because the thing is, next round are DDDs, and they always leave me uncertain. But yeah, here's how that went. Joining the squad next is Alk Monkey on deck. Both additional damage and inconsistent abilities to hit DDDs are big upside. Quite honestly, it's like hitting 2 birds with 1 stone, at least in my brain. It will help with spam mobs on 98 and keep me calmer for all the DDTs in between. So yeah, right now I feel covered for everything. Just save up for tier 5 sniper and we're good. Our brilliant monkey brain did it again. And there it is! The beauty of this game. You strategize, calculate, think, get around immunities, conclude your save, good and brilliant, only to get caught off guard by some shenanigans like that. Be honest, how many times have you played and thought, oh no, the big 92, oh no, better prepare for this one. But here we are. Cripple MOAB will take some time, and as I look at the map right now, I think my best bet is support. So I utilize the ninja monkey I placed earlier on the side. It allows me to feel smarter than I actually am. Like it's all part of the big plan from the very beginning. I've bought it earlier on. All of that with aim of upgrading it in the late game. Anyway, I've bought myself another panic button, or better yet, a strategic ability to help here and there. The Phoenix ability carried me through round 95. For round 96, I started with Etienne level 1 ability for extra DPS, and a bit into the round I used Sabotage, which helped me take care of at least first half. I finished it off with Etienne's level 10 ability. Round 97. The thing I love about it is how slow it is. It practically lets you get your ability off cooldown so many times. But hey, here it is! Surprise! 97, it's a prime number. And all of a sudden, my chances aren't looking that great anymore. I slow the game down, fingers ready to click panic buttons. Keep in mind, I want them for 98. It was close, but first the OMG went down. As for the second one, it was looking doomed. However, I figured I'd wait as long as I could and use Etienne level 10 ability with intention of carrying over into round 98. And I knew that I need those abilities to handle 98. And 98 can be scary. And this time it was indeed. A bit into the round, I used my sabotage and supported with Etienne's level 1 ability. I held off on my wizard ability for a while because I know 98 is tricky. It will make you think you've got it, only to throw extra 1000 BFBs at you. Screw that. I've learned the hard way too many times. I waited, and as the balloons reached about the middle of the track, I knew it was the time. If we wait too long, we might not get damage in time. So I use ability and get rid of them. Brilliant strategic mind! With that we have enough money for Cripple MOAB, which gave us that extra push for 99, moving into round 100. I threw my last bit of cash at the alchemist near the wizard for extra damage, as you always should, just spend your extra money. I used my abilities, waited for purple friend to pop, then hit sabotage, and voila, we did it. Arguably the hardest map on intermediate difficulty, definitely amongst top 3. With that being said, if you enjoyed this one, have a look at that one because it will blow you away. Once again we had perfect control, precision targeting and flawless timing. It all came down to these last balloons. And flop.